And welcome back, everyone, to Heaven on High Machinist Solo Guide for a Lone Hero. This is 71 plus set. So, let's talk about this set. This is the set when everything hurts and we need to start to use our poms. Our goal for this set, we need to get to 81 plus. Hopefully with all wipes intact, all flights, and all serenities. Having steel at least 2, strength at least 2, frailty at least 2. Now, we may use flight in the middle of the set. I usually like to do it because we are likely to pick it up. But if it doesn't happen, well, it sucks, but it happens. We may also use petrification preemptively. However, it is not required. You do not necessarily need to do it. Sometimes I just wipe 71 and go to the next set to save some time. But like Machinist is real fast. It's not necessary to do it. We will just need to see how it goes. Also, sometimes debuffs are really bad. So Serenity will be required, and we really need Serenity for 81 plus. But if it's going to be really bad, like no items, no abilities, we will have to use it. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get in. Food. Now, when you get in, first thing you need to do is raising. Right away. Raising. Now, first of all, let's see what our enemy choice. This is Yoga Patrol. Let's pull it right away. So, it hurts a bit when you don't have steel. Do not run away too far because it does this attack. Absolute zero. It freezes you and you're dead. Next, it's gaze attack. Do not look at it. If needed, use Dismantle. Make sure your potion is running. You can kite it. You need to heal. You can kite it, but remember, because it will do absolute zero. You don't want to get hit by it. Eye Shine. Do not look. Just play carefully. And it's dead. So let's check chests. We need to check chests here. Now, mobs moved properly, so we have the exit if it's a mimic, and it is. Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a problem here. So, in this situation, we need to stay here. This is not great. So, this is what I was talking about on the previous set. Always make sure you have the exit. Now we don't have it, and it became problematic. So we could use steel here because, as you can see, it hurts. We can also use heals, potions, tactician, and fight like this. This is not great. Nice dodge. If it would have been a crit, probably may have died. Generally, I just want to show you that you can fight Mimic like this, but I wouldn't recommend it, really. I should have waited for this guy to move. Okay, another Hyoga, because it just came to us. Like, once again, it hurts. It does Conal. Probably not the greatest moment to use this because of Eye Shine. Look away. And now kite a little bit. You cannot slow it. That's one of the biggest problems. And you cannot run far away from it. You can LOS it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, Noyagi. But first, no. So, Wrath, Ichijama. It shoots you outside of combat with a large AoE. So, what do you do with it? It doesn't hurt that much. So let's just pull it. Make sure you are not running into the wall, because it will cast a large AoE called Scream, which you can interrupt, but generally you do not. And right after this, a Cursed Pox. Another AoE on you. And it's gonna hit us a couple times. And it would cast Scream again, but thankfully did not happen. Okay, let's check this chest. Affluence, sure. We really need Affluence. So from now on, pretty much use Affluence every floor until you get all 3 raisings. Raisings cannot drop after this set, so it's important. All right, Noyagi. For Noyagi without steel, I would recommend pre-sprint. This guy hurt. These guys hurt. So just run. When sprint drops, we can slow it with leg graze. Do not forget to use Empyrean Potion. I just want to show you that it's possible to fight it without it. Also, be mindful that Patrol may come. Like, Patrol may be coming here, and you will be screwed. Oh, wait. We got a drop. Intuition. Actually, why not? Though I wouldn't recommend going for Intuition on the clear set. Shikubi. Shikubi. Let me get rid of this Wrath first, though, because it's procs. It's important to note it's procs. So here, let's say you're in this situation, you want to make sure you have space to run away. This is not perfect because it's not on line of sight here, but thankfully it's okay over there. So we can go like this. Be careful, there is maybe a trap here, so just hug the wall. It hurts a bit, but not like Tiger, right? So you can afford a little bit. Now, Shikubi, the easiest enemy there is. It still hurts. It still can hit you, like 43k non-crit. But at some point it does this. You just run away and you continue kiting. And those 4 are the only enemies that can spawn on 71. Ow. Crits do hurt. So we actually spent a lot of time here. And we're out. So let's see where the exit is. But mostly we spent a lot of time here because I was showing what to do. Okay, here may be a trap, so need to be careful. Hey Ray, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome everyone. We are doing Heaven on High tutorial for Machinist. If you are going for a lone hero, I hope it may be helpful. So checking this chest, fortune too late. Thankfully, exit is here. We do not need to go through that room because it's a bit scary. Welcome everyone. Ooh, now this is really bad. In this situation, the only thing you can fight, like, actually even grenades can kill you. Mimics are really scary as well. So on this set, what I would recommend to do, sight, nice. We're not doing landmines here. First of all, check chests. Once you pop a mimic, you steal and fight it. So, oh, it's another one. I thought it's this one. I almost died. So yeah, you want to run away. Because, like, it hurts even Even Wrath hurts. But it's probably the safest enemy to fight. Look at this damage. Make sure you have heals. Make sure you have potion running. Yeah, thank you, Ray. Alright, let's check this in case it's a magicite. It's not. So we found the exit. We know there's like 2 chests to check. So let's check this. And it's a mimic. Instantly steal. Instantly steal. And since we use steal and it's on timer, let's use strength as well. I do not... Oh, carefully. See? I do not recommend even attempting a mimic in these conditions. HP penalty and gloom are really scary. See, even with steel, it hurts insanely bad. You could also use frailty as an alternative, but really, I would just recommend this. Okay, there's one more chest to check over there. It may be magicite. So since now we have steel strength, it's gonna be a little bit careful. But need to pay attention to patrol. Thankfully here we know where the exit is. Let's fight. This is luring. Do not step on it. Oh my god, there's 2 of them. So this is a bad situation because there's another one coming. Thankfully we have steel, so we do not need to kite it as much as before. Eye shine. So yeah, we can just tank it. Even though it still hurts. Okay. Would be a good idea to fight another one. We are losing like a lot of time here. Hopefully we will be able to save them. But I want to use as minimum as possible. At this point, I think this would be a 5th kill. So high chance of opening. And I think it's not worth going there to check that silver. There's a wolf. You have seen the wolf. It's a new enemy. Do not fight the wolf. Do not fight the wolf in this condition. You can fight it with steel when there are no debuffs. But this is bad. Wolves hurt a lot. They put a dot on you and they heal when they hit you. So it's really, really bad. Generally, as a matter in a matter of time, you want to do 5-6 minutes per floor. So if you are going with like 5-6 minutes, it's fine. Right now we are a little bit behind. There is a landmine over there. We could utilize it, but the problem is if we step on the landmine and mob turn, we are dead. Thankfully, we're out. Now, since I have strength in steel, I would like to flight here. And as said before, let's halflands because we need raisings. Yes, stream element is acting quite weird. So we used flight here because we have high chance of picking it back up. Now we got frailty, which is amazing. Now on this floor we could have used sight for auto heal penalty because we could just step on landmine and run away for at least sight enemies. But since it's flighted and we picked up frailty already, it is not necessary whatsoever. Now, one thing right now, you may want to check the chest, but we already used frailty. So if we open a mimic now, it will be a waste of frailty, and it will be very important later. Thankfully, right now, this is flighted floor. Oh, is this the exit? Wait. This is not the exit, so we do not touch that room because we could touch that room. And that's what would happen if we would touch this room, you see? It's also scary because there's a rat shooting at us. Also, I just realized I ran in the room. Don't do that. So, purity, we do not need that. Let's see if we can check something. It's still like really... We need to be really careful. We got raising. It was worth it. So now let me show you Akami, the wolf. So, wolf hurts. Like, look at that. That's with steel and frailty. I will not showcase what happens when you fight wolf without steel. You can do it, but if you pull it by accident, I strongly recommend you to witching instantly. Like, do not think just witching. We got alteration here. We may as well use it. Alteration may save us time, but if we get mimics, it's not that bad for this particular job because we can interrupt. Now this is exit, but there's a rat. Let's see how it moves. And it moves perfectly. We could have used conceal. Also, there's intuition, but if you're progging, do not use it. Check chest, serenity, not needed. Those two chests are nice, but let's go. Time is not really great. So we need one more raising, so let's use affluence. And now on the outer floor, we would like to find a room of Korrigans or mimics. But let me show Mammoth first. So Mammoth, first of all, it does AoE outside of combat, which is not great. When it attacks, it does this. Do not stand in front of it, even if it doesn't suck you in, because it will do this attack and you are dead. Do not stand in front of it. Just get behind. You can fight it without steel. It hurts, but after initial attack, it will just do... after it does Connell, there is a lot of downtime. So we can pick up that patrol because it's here. That patrol hurts a bit, but if you kite it, it's completely fine. It does this. So Wolf just moved, so we can go there. We can go check here. Up. Careful, do not get hit by AoE, because, well, it doesn't hurt much, but when you're fighting something, you definitely don't want to get hit by it. Okay, there's a chest. As you can see, it hurts, but not that bad. We are without steel right now. And also, sprint helps. Ow! 2 crits in a row. So that was a bit scary. Now, if I would be like at 15% and Mammoth would cast its shit, we could have been Dead. Serenity, no thank you. Wolves, like I said, do not pull them. We don't have steel, do not pull them. At this situation... okay, let's pull Mammoth. So, close quarters. Be careful. It actually hurts a bit. Wait until this. Move behind. Ow. If needed, do not forget dismantle. Do not forget dismantle. And it's dead. Careful with wolves. Do not pull wolves. Like, it watches like this, there is a chance that we pull it. So let's just wait. Our time is completely fine right now. We do not have anything running. We do not have strength steel running. We have only 2 steel, and we really want to save it. Okay, let me show you what happens when you fight wolf without steel. Though it wouldn't be really fair because we have sprint, so it will be a little bit safer. With sprint, I believe you can properly kite it. So yeah, 35k. Oh, see, we found Corrigans. We got lucky. Usually you can wait until it moves and not pull it. But as you can see, it doesn't even hit you if you kite properly. Just hug the wall. You can also leg graze. Now it's just a puppy. It can't do anything. But once again, I want to reiterate, do not fight it. And we got a Petri as well, so that was all for nothing. Corrigans are great because they have a high chance of dropping chests. Actually, I should have fortuned this floor, but now it's kind of... Actually, no, it's not too late. It's not too late because we got free Petri. So what we're doing with this Petri, we're gonna check chests. And we're gonna kill as many mobs as possible for fortune drops. Right now, we're looking for raising and steel, our 2 most important forms. Once we get to 3 raising, it's gonna be fine. We would rather get a steel, but it's not that bad. Once again, Serenity, no thank you. What we can do here to save some time, use this. Bind. So it stays over there. That's not a gold, so just Petri. I actually should have checked those chests, but okay. And I believe we can get over there in time. Let's see. No, we can't. We can't. So not a great Petri, but it was free. Now, checking those chests, we have to check those chests. Because, like I said, we need raising. Really need raising. That was Serenity. So, let's just be careful. We got alteration. Yes, why not? Oh, also we need flight, sorry. Oh, sight. So we got sight, so now it's completely fine. And there was no luring either way. Let's check this chest. We got affluence, really good. We got a magicite, happens every time, of course. Yeah, fortune. That is why we use fortune, by the way. Also, we got a chest, and we got a flight. See, so that we used fortune even after we killed everything, basically, right? But we had free Petri, we had magicite, we used it, we got stuff back. Easy, nice. Since we have time and nothing is running, right? No steel, no strength. Let's just check this one as well. Why not? And there's nothing. That was Serenity, right? Yeah. Peloton is not necessary here. It's completely muscle memory. So, once again, we are missing raising, we're missing steel. Affluence. Generally, you do not need affluence for 81, because 81 likes to spawn bronze chests. So, highest value is here. If you have some left after picking up all the raisings, it's awesome. But generally, yeah, just use it. All right, let's find Altered Room. It's not there, not there. It's not here. It's Mimics. So, since we still need stuff, let's Fortune right away. It's blind. Blind sucks, but not bad. Let's kill you. Nice miss. So, killing Patrol simply because it's annoying. Blind is horrible. Blind is really, really bad. But it's not worth using Serenity. Okay, we are going for chests, mostly. So we know there's some Mimics, right? So might as well check chests. And we got a Strength. So that is really nice. Let's use it. Hey, Jen. All right, Tofu. Tofu is the greatest enemy to fight. You fight it like this. Hide. Hide. You can You can interrupt this, but not necessarily. You don't need to do it unless you're not sure you can LOS this properly. I strongly suggest to fight Tofus like this as much as possible. Just make sure there is no patrol, because you will be doing the same thing on 91+. This is the best enemy for ranged. For melee, it's horrible because it has melee attack, which hurts a lot. Never fight it as a melee unless you're ninja. Oh no, and I thought it sucks to hear. Okay, now the second best enemy here, Yuki Tokage. The beauty of those enemies, and I'm killing them right now even though I want to kill Mimics, because of chest. I don't necessarily need to kill Mimics, but Mimics has higher chance to drop stuff than any other mob. So, and we need chests, we need raising, we need steel. That is why we used Fortune, right? So, yeah, what Yuki Tokage does, it does Kono, it does small AoE, it also shoots at you outside of combat. So let me show you. So we're standing here, there's 2 of them, come on guys. 3 of them. You are so slow. And it's doing through through the wall as well. If you get hit by it, if you have steel, I believe you can survive it, but I haven't checked it in a while. Just don't get hit by it, honestly. We got another affluence, which is amazing. Our time is not great. Not great, like I said, 5-6 minutes, so we want to get out by 30 minutes here. Let's go check chests. Now, obviously, we cannot... Oh, we cannot fight Mimics like that because of Yuki Tokage's, right? We need to fight them first to clear a path for a Mimic, because we do not want to fight Mimics here, right? Now, thankfully, we got Petri, but let me just show you the shit show. So, imagine we pull a Mimic, right? So imagine you decide, hey, I'm gonna pull a Mimic. First of all, they hit like a truck. They really hurt. And those guys shoot at you as well, see? And here it was not it was not a purpose, it was by accident. I missed a pox. So yeah, you can use everything, but you can see how scary this is, right? So that was like really bad play. You shouldn't have done it. We got flight. That is why we fight mimics. We pick shit up because we fought a mimic. Now, since we got Petri, we do not need it, and we got safety back. Really nice. So here, one small adjustment. So we're gonna use Petri. So we pull mimics, and we Petri right here. So now if they drop something, we do not need to run in the middle of the room. The problem with that is that you need to make sure that they won't hit you, because, you know. I don't remember if there was anything. Oh, there was wolf. Okay. Yeah. Not the greatest Petri again, but it did its job, and that's pretty much the most you need. So let's go check chests. I will use Purity now. That was my own mistake. Feel free to use Purity if you forget to... if you forget to interrupt cast, or if you were on Amnesia floor. Generally, you do not need Purity on Machinist, and you rarely run out of them. So, we got flight, really good. We are still missing raising and steel, and that means, exactly, we use affluence again. So I believe I covered all the enemies so far, right? If I miss something, guys, please feel free to let me know. This is 76. On 76, 2 new mobs appear. Thankfully... Oh, God. Thankfully, it doesn't have debuffs. If it would have debuffs, fighting this would be problematic. We got steel back. Awesome. That is why we use affluence. So... And we have an exit here. So... And we have everything. So from now on, we can keep affluence unless we're using something. Now, these guys, they are scary to fight without steel. Let me show you. Pop a potion. So first, when it aggroes, it instantly does free fall. So you get some free time. But now you need to run away. So you run away. You can't leg graze it. So you better burst it. It does golden talons. It's a tank buster. It also has proper attack. You see how much damage it does? Yeah. So now I'm not killing it, just to show you. So now, after second free fall, it attacks you and it instantly starts to cast Winds of Winter. LOS it. On Machinist, you have only 2 options. You can stun it, but not on Machinist. You have 2 options. Either witching it or LOS. Hide behind the wall. Now, it does another free fall, but usually you do not get to this point. Usually it's already dead. And now it attacks you again. It hits you, it hurts, as you can see. You can survive through it. But it's not great because it does it quite often. And then it casts another Winds of Winter. Mammoth, we covered Mammoth. Lions. Lions are patrol. They are a bit scary. But we got Magicide here. You know what? I'm gonna use a Magicide here. I could have checked chest, But right now I want to prioritize time. We do not need pretty much anything at this point. Like, affluence would be nice, right? Fortune would be nice. But these are not essential poms. Also, we can step on this. I think this is kind of safe. But yeah. If you're going for lone hero, intuition should not be your priority. This was risky as well, by the way. So we got all 3 raisings. So far, we have everything that we need for the next set. So for now, our goal is intact. Everything is great, right? But of course, everything can go wrong when you get item penalty. Now, we do not have steel on. So fighting lions is out of the question. What we do here, we are checking chests. And it's a mimic. Now we have a couple options. We can die. We can use Serenity. Or we can do this. I didn't pick up Strength on the previous floor. Oh, that's a mistake. So you see how they hurt. And actually, we have only Second Wind as a heal. So yeah, don't do this. That's what I did now. It's stupid. I just want to show you that you can do it, but you shouldn't. But like, if your situation is really bad, like as a last resort, you can do stuff like that, right? You can fight mimics just kiting them. Plus, we got haste, so haste is really great. So there was 2 patrols. Actually, wait. All right, never mind. So, Tofu. Like mentioned before, the best mob to fight. Just make sure that patrol is not coming. The cast is quite long, so you have enough time to hide. And if you play it perfectly, with some practice, you will not get hit a single time and Tofu is completely free. It's a risk-reward situation. You can get hit once without problem. Always check for a patrol. Oh. But yeah, these mobs are saving grace of no item floors because they allow you to go through them without using Serenity or Magicite. Obviously, you may want to check chests if there's silvers, if there's a Magicite because it will help, or if there's Serenity. Now. We can fight Tofu quite easily in this situation. We can also fight Yuki Tokage. And here we have a key over there. So there is a high chance that we will be able to get out of this floor without using Serenity. If you pull Lion by accident, patrol, just use Serenity. Just use Serenity, use Witching, I don't know. You may want to use Steel against it, but first thing first, you need to use Serenity. Like, if you can't use anything against it, it's gonna kill you. Like, kiting those guys is really risky because they have a really nasty tongue buster, which I will show later. All right, Yugi Tokage, like, they barely hurt you because you can slow them. See, just slow, just run like this. We have a opening room that doesn't have any traps. Really, really nice. We are not out, so options. Okay, so lions. Worst case scenario. Oh no, we have no serenity. Sprint, run. We can't slow them. We use dismantle because it hurts. But after it hurts, it actually casts cry. Cry gives us a lot of uptime. So here we may die. Yeah. So this is why you do not fight those guys in no item. You cannot slow them. You cannot outrun them, really. If I had strength steel, yeah, you can fight them. So now, like, the question, do I have time for this? Because I cannot fly next floor, right? So here's the decision making. Like, I'm almost out. I'm 5 kills in. I need to think what to do. Where are you going? Also, you can do this thing. Focus target. It's a neat little trick. So if you focus target, you can see it through the wall like this. Unfortunately, it works only on one. Also, you can mark them, which is really nice, so you know which one is where. It's basically like legit wall hack. Here, unfortunately, it seems like we ran out. Oh, tofu. Oh, see, we got hit. Not great. Ah, we got hit again. So let's Serenity. Because I am a bit scary. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me, right? Uh-oh. So this is a bad situation. In this bad situation, we can use witching. So it can just snowball to a really bad situation here. See, like, I didn't pay attention to a patrol, even though, like, it was focus target, but still. And I had tofu on me, and now since I died, like, you can die obviously, right? I don't have raising, so we need to pick up stuff again. And now we open the chest after the opening, after opening the key. So we got a mimic. That is not great. And we kind of want to check chests right now, but we cannot spend more time on this floor. We already spent a lot of time. So right now in this situation, once again, we are locking raising. So we need to affluence. Now the question is whether we affluence or we flight. Whether we flight or alter, because we kind of need time, unless we want to use strength and steel. Here I like to use flight because it is likely to come back. If it doesn't come back, it sucks, but not the end of the world. It's actually great that I decided to show Lion, as in do not do, and how it snowballed from this. So now this is flighted. Now this is not a great position for chest explosion, but let's see. So it like may turn like this, and okay, we go here. It didn't explode. Okay, another enemy, Yuki Otoko. What it does, you can fight it, but be careful. It does hurt. It does Kono. Be mindful of patrol once again. So after some time, you do not want to kite it because of this one, right? Thankfully, it doesn't heal that much. After some time, it heals this. You can LOS it or you can interrupt it. Your choice. But do not get hit by it. You're gonna die. As before, our goal is to check as many chests as possible right now. So let's do just that. Heal a bit. With some luck, we will get steel. And we got steel. So this is gonna help us a lot. That is why we check chests that we could pick stuff up. Because with steel now, we can actually fight those guys. And we really want to fight patrol because they are annoying. Even though it's flight and we need like 2 kills minimum and 5 kills maximum. So we really would like to check chests. So like first priority is chests. Second one is griffins, because griffins are procs. They are proximity, aggro. And we need to get rid of them to get to this chest, for example. I also want to show Yak. So, Yak... get over here. It has 30 seconds timer. So, we pulled it in 02. So, we need to remember 32. So, at 32, it will do its mechanics. Thankfully, we have steel. Without steel, I wouldn't recommend to fighting it. So, it's coming. So, 32. It sucks us in and puts heavy on us. And start casting this. This will kill us. So, we can interrupt this. But in case we do not have interrupt, like we have amnesia, use witching. Yeah, use witching on it. Do not try anything else. Okay, so do I have time to fight you? I want to check chests as well. I may consider using conceal here. Like we're at 3 conceal, so it's kind of fine. Even though I consider conceal really important 81 plus. Blind, how much would you say blind slows you down on average? I would say like 25% or something. Okay, so here's, but it's like, I don't know. It depends. It's pure RNG. So in this situation, the key is open, but we do want to check chests. It, of course, is risky because of mimics, potential mimics, but we have to check chests because of raising. So, we do conceal. First, we go over there. We have this chest. If it explodes, it's really bad. Actually, yeah, this is really bad because now we have to either fight another griffin or use another conceal, and we do not want to use another conceal. We do want to check chests though. We got strength. Now that is amazing because we are running out of time. And that's helpful. Now, let's see if we can check this chest. And this is Serenity. This is huge. Serenity is absolutely massive. That pickup is fantastic. All we need now is raising. Unfortunately, the problem now is that we do not have much time on the next floor. so we will not be able to check everything. Also, you can see that I am going with the mob. Since I have strength, I know that I kill this guy faster than it does all its stuff. Okay, thank you. Great movement, by the way. So, can we check this? We cannot, but it's steel, so... I would say it's worth it. The most important thing is to kill it in time. Before Winds of Winter, because we have no exit. Also patrol. Okay, no patrol, thankfully. Alright, steel. Now, we need to decide what to do with next floor. We will gamble on alteration. We do not want to go down to one flight. Scripted silver chest, yeah. Also, hi Hadrian, nice to see you. Now, ow. Here, we found Corrigans, thankfully. Corrigans kind of save us. We could fortune here, but we do not have time to check chest and fight mimics. Let me check. This is a mimic. Okay, now it's worth fortuning. We do not have raising, which is kind of sucks. Also, to speed things up, let's side this so we would know where to go. Okay, there is only one chest, gold chest, and it's towards the exit. If, like, imagining the situation when there's mimics instead of Corrigans, my recommendation would be to petri this. So, you petri, like you fortune, you petri, yeah, figured. And you get flight back. Is this a landmine? Okay, so now we want to do a petri. Since we fortuned, we want to kind of maximize it. So here's what we're doing. Boom. Fortune drop nothing. We go toward the exit. Well, no drops. But thankfully we have 8 minutes. We got affluence back. Unfortunately, unless this chest is a raising, never mind. So, this is why you use fortune, you use affluence, you use as many of pom generating poms as possible. Alteration can be considered pom generation pom as well, because mimics and Corrigans have higher chance of dropping them. So yeah, our goal has been achieved with some, as you can see, with some problems, but also with some luck. We got 3 flights, we got 3 serenity, 3 petrification, 3 raising, and 3 magicite. We spent something because of misplays, but here we are fighting this boss. Now this boss, it has several mechanics. I will wait until the next cycle before starting to explain. This boss is fine in general. If you fight it with steel, just stay here. So it starts its rotation with a conal. You get hit by this conal, you're dead. You get frozen and you get killed one shot with this attack, Ecliptic Bite, which hurts a lot. So make sure to run potions. Now, it spawns those balls of ice. If you get hit by them, you get frozen, and as before, you are dead. So do not hit by them. It also spawns a thing that does line AoE. That line AoE not only hits you, I never got hit by it, so I don't know if it kills you, but it also destroys balls. And if you're near them, well, you're dead once again. One thing to talk about here is damage output. Damage output is actually quite bad. If you are not, if you're not sure, make sure to use steel or frailty. Actually, frailty is much more. It's much better when you don't have much time, because it increases incoming damage for boss and reduces outgoing damage. So it's kind of like steel. Plus, you really want steel for 81. Like, steel is probably the most important bomb for 81 and forward. Sometimes you may get a steel drought, and it's really, really bad. I would recommend frailty. But generally, machinists do not need steel, because you can kite this boss. Like this. You just run around the arena, make sure you do not get hit by the balls. Also, my steel is running out in 2 minutes, so that's gonna be a bit risky. Now, in this situation, we have 5 minutes remaining and half of the boss. So we need to calculate, like, do we have time? We need to do 10% a minute. So now, 5 minutes, 50%. We are running strength now, but it drops. So we need to know whether we do 10% a minute or not. In this situation, what we want to do, we want to wait until 4 minutes, because there won't be steel, and count how much damage we've dealt between 4 and 3 minutes. Also mind, like, if we did burst or not. Of course, it affects. So in general, it's better to calculate 2-minute windows. But here, unfortunately, we do not have so much luxury, because we had strength for 20 seconds. It would affect time. But generally, as you can see, we're a bit faster. So frailty is 3 minutes. So 3 minutes is a mark when you want to use frailty if it's needed. Either if you need additional damage on boss, or you need, well, defense. So, like, it's coming right now, 3 minutes, and we need to make a decision. And in this situation, I think I decide not to use it unless it becomes scary. This boss can start just critting you. Just crit, and kills you. It's not as bad as at this job, but on certain melees like Samurai, Dragoon, even though Dragoon is quite tanky, it's still horrible. On Black Mage, on Picto, it's quite bad. So yeah, now we need to do 9% a minute, and I think that we can do it. So now we need to make sure that rehabilitation is running. Now, what we do without steel? So we try to run away, but not to run there. So here, during a Lunar Cry, we stay as far as possible, but it doesn't help because it jumps on us. But now we can pull Sprint. Not before, after. Because it will just use a gap closer on you. Also, remember that you have Second Wind, you have Hyper Potion, you have Dismantle. By the way, let's use it. I do not recommend using Tincture here. Choosing between Tincture and Frailty, I would recommend using Frailty unironically. Simply because if you use Tincture, your Hyper Potion is on 4-minute 30-second cooldown. So yeah, do not use Tincture pretty much ever. It may cost you a run. If you have time troubles, use Frailty. Because especially when you have 3 Frailty. When it's your last Frailty, you may want to save it for 81, because on 81 it's really, really good against certain mobs. Here, yeah, use it only if it's necessary. Now, here's a good position, I believe. Yes. Ow. So now we can sprint until it does conal. See, nice crit. And we just finish it. 40 seconds, so 38 seconds to spare. So as you can see, this set is quite tight on time already, even though we haven't used pretty much anything. Like, we used Magicite on one floor that we picked up. Petrification that we got, we used after the key was open. So, and we used Flight preemptively. I think using Flight preemptively is really, really important. Because you get it back most of times. And keeping it at 3 just doesn't seem right to me. You can use Petri if needed. You can go down to 2 Petri. Right now, it wasn't necessary, thankfully. So, yeah, this is pretty much the best case scenarios you can get out of it. We're done witching because I've screwed up. Alteration at 2 is completely fine. The most important thing, like I said, Magicites, Petrification, Raising, Serenity, Flight. At maximum, the most important stuff. Steel at 3 is great. If you have Steel at 2 and Frailty at 2 and Strength at 2, it's still awesome. It's amazing. The most important is that you have those. I think that's going to be it for 71 plus set. I'll see you later with the continuation of this tutorial on 81 plus.